Accent.
It's coming down the pipe. Nothing you can do about it.
Nope.
All right, patrons, we'll see you on the other side.
Happening.
We'll do a whole show here in a second. Okay, save. Okay, TMS2. Okay.
I'm going to lunch today. I'm getting me a spicy chicken sandwich.
Ooh, at the Popeyes?
Uh-huh.
Oh, they got him back, I heard. Is that the deal?
They haven't got him back yesterday, apparently.
Maybe I'll go today.
Yeah, I figure Monday. I wasn't gonna brave the lines or whatever yesterday, but
hey, apparently, kid, did you know that they got new chicken sandwiches?
I don't watch the news.
Okay.
You know what? I like that even better than his use of apparently.
Yeah.
I don't watch the news.
He may be the greatest 5-year-old to ever exist, but I fear for
Maybe.
his future, just because, no one's going to care after he's too old.
Right.
You had your moment, and it was Brad. All right, Here we go.
Exactly.
Time for a show. We are recording, and this begins in 3, 2, 1.
Shit.
The morning stream. The morning stream. The morning stream. The morning stream.
The morning stream. It's called pain. Get used to it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the morning stream. It is TMS for November 4th, 2019. I'm Scott Johnson. That guy right there is Mr. Brian Ibbett.
Happy Monday to you, and welcome to 2 Feet Firmly Planted in November.
Yep, brand new month. That's exciting because I don't know why. Is it? It's not really. It's just sort of a month, right? November's no big deal.
It's just another month.
Got Thanksgiving.
Just another month.
Yeah, I'm going to eat a lot of turkey this year.
Yeah.
Less pie, more turkey. Yep. That's the plan.
That's right. Exactly.
Yep.
Turkey's good.
Yeah. Less mashed potatoes, more green beans. I got plans. Exactly. I'm gonna have a healthy, happy Thanksgiving this year. I'm gonna give thanks in a way that is a healthy way to do it. So wish me luck.
You can do it.
Yeah. Hey, did I don't know if I told you this. Yeah, I did, because we had a show Friday. Mm-hmm. The kids were sick and all. Nick especially.
Yes, right. Food poisoning suspected.
Yeah. Nick got food poisoning. It was pretty rough, but he bounced back pretty quick. Carter, on the other hand, who's home today, sitting right over there covered in a blanket, is got the full-blown, full body shakes, give me the chills, I got a fever flu. And, we're just all ticking time bombs here at the Johnson house, waiting all to get it. Yeah. It's good stuff.
Jeez.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
We're going to, quarantine, nail your doors shut and then just right on the front, dead inside.
Yeah, a little bit. And the other day she sneezed on me. I got a little bit of wet on the arm. That was great.
Ooh.
So I immediately washed that off and hoped for the best. So far, so good. I feel fine. No issues, but
yeah.
We shall see, Brian. We shall see.
Good luck. I expect at some point I'm going to get a text from you. We're gonna bump.
We gotta bump the show. I can't do it. I don't have it in me. I don't know why I'm doing it in Christian Bale Batman voice, but sure, why not?
Well, we avoided the BlizzCon confunk, but who knows? Maybe you'll get the virtual ticket confunk.
Yeah, the VT con.
The
crud.
VTs.
Yeah, we got the VTs. Everybody. No, the thing is, we did all get flu shots.
That's the problem right there.
And
you went to one of those off-brand. Did you go to Schmalgreens to get a flu shot?
Yeah, I got a flu shot. I thought that was the real thing. Now I'm starting to wonder about those flu shots we got at the Schmalgreens. But so anyway, I don't know. This is a different strain, I guess. So I have hope. You know what? She's basically behaving, or she seems a lot like I did not last summer, but the summer before that, where I got that horrible 8-day fever flu thing in the summer.
Yeah.
That's what this seems like. So I think maybe she's just got a thing I've had already. I don't know. Human immunity. What a weird deal.
Weird. Exactly. What do we know? What do we know about this? How does it work?
How does it work? What's the science? All right, I got to recommend.
Why do we have that clip? We need an Insane Clown Posse just How does it work?
How does it work? Do they say that a lot?
No, they just say it in that song about magnets. I guess it's how do they work?
Oh, right. All right. I like that. All right, so here's the deal.
Yeah.
I got some advice real quick.
Okay, good. All right. I
and then
like when we begin the show by helping people.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what our job is
Improving
here.
their lives.
Yeah, we're here to be funny. We're here to have a good time. We're here to take I don't know, take the state of the world and translate it for the good people.
We want to be free to do what we want to do.
I have some advice, and that's this. If your dogs make a habit, which is pretty normal for people, to use the backyard as their poo ground, okay? It's where they poo. And they're not, it's not always on walk. Sometimes you're at home and you just let the dog out and it says, you know what, I'm a dog. I'm going to go poo in the yard.
Sure. They can't control it. They can't decide when it's time.
No, it's not their job to decide, right? It's mine. So when they do that, they leave the poo. I don't know about your dogs, but mine don't pick it up and dispose of it. Yeah. They're real bad at that part.
They leave plums, but they do not pick up plums.
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
So they left plenty of plums. Let's put it this way. My two dogs, Sunday nights on CBS. My two dogs went out there and over the last week or so have really piled her up, if you know what I'm saying. We've got a bit of a landscape going on out there.
Sure.
And so my job is to between Nick and I, we usually split it, but we go out there and, get it all cleaned up so that we can rake leaves and do other stuff you're supposed to do in your yard.
Mow and
Exactly. Sorry, Codes from Home comes up with the perfect dog slogan. I don't pick up poos, I just make them. Sincerely, dogs everywhere. Anyway.
Right, exactly.
So I go out to do that, and here's what I would recommend. Here's the learning part.
Okay.
We have a roll of the plastic bags that you can use on the walks and the whatever, to pick up the poops.
Those basically little small ones. They hold 4 or 5 poos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically. And they're meant to. You got one to put them in, but you got one to put your hand in. It's like a little hand version, right? Where
you don't do. Wait. So when you're going out on a walk with Rainer, and Rainer stops and drops a deuce, you don't just take one bag, put it over your hand, pick up the poo, and then pull the bag over inside out.
And then
with
create
the poo
a tied off
inside.
bag. Yeah, no, I do that on the walks, absolutely. But
you do that. Okay.
Yeah, but when you're in the yard.
Oh, gotcha. Right, you don't want to use a poo for every pickup. Yeah,
right.
So you use one as a glove and one to put them in.
And you got another one to put in because you're gonna have to fill it up. And usually I'll use a double ply Walmart bag to fill it up because there's so much out there.
Right. Yep. Okay,
but I'm using the same glove. Now here's the mistake that I made.
Mm-hmm.
No longer shall I wear one only. I shall now forever use at least 2, possibly 3.
Oh, no. You need to double bag it, huh?
Yeah, because this thing had a little split in the seam, and I didn't know it for a very long time as I was out there doing the job.
The glove bag had the split.
Yeah, and when I went to take the glove bag off, I had poo hand. I had poo hand Luke, and it was all over, and it was everywhere. And I didn't know I was doing that the whole time, and I still haven't washed my hand enough, in my opinion. Every minute I look at my hand, I think, just wash it again. Just keep doing it.
Oh yeah, no, there's
so,
if you had a vat of Purell, you could just soak your hand in for an hour. That still probably wouldn't feel like it's enough.
Yeah. So in my estimation, the advice is this: 2 ply at the very least, 3.
Yeah.
And then also get an elastic band or something to hold it, because after a while this thing wants to come off and you're constantly trying to figure out a way to tug it back on. These are the things that you learn while you're out there doing the hard work, and that's what I learned. Now my hands are very dry now because I've washed them so much.
Yeah.
Scrub them. So now I need lotion. Next week we'll talk about lotion and the benefits of exfoliation and lotion moisturizing your hands. Okay.
Oh, good! I can't wait. It'll be Monday helping people is what we do here.
Check out my YouTube channel. Smash that subscribe button. Yes, Brian.
I use so I've got this resin 3D printer that I've been loving doing stuff with. Actually, we're going to talk about Terminator in a minute, but somebody created a Terminator hand that you print, 3D print, or Terminator arm, I should say.
Oh, like the skeletal metal arm type thing?
Yeah, but you got to see this thing. I mean, this is not your rinky-dink little, I'm going to just little 3D print. It's not going to look that good. All right, there's a link now in our Discord, and you can put that up on the screen.
All right.
And you'll want to navigate through the images that they include, because you 3D print every little piece of this contraption. So it's the whole Terminator arm. Okay. The whole skeletal setup of the Terminator arm, and it's every digit, every knuckle.
This is cool. This is really cool. Are you gonna do it?
Isn't that cool? I'm thinking about it, because this is a good use for the resin printer, because little small things print very quickly, and they print a lot smoother than the standard 3D prints. So I'd get stuff that I could spray paint silver and not have to do much sanding or priming or anything like that. It would come out really, really nice.
All right, there it is, chat. Sorry, it took me a second. Look at that thing. Oh, I want to make it.
Isn't that cool? So the reason I bring this up, anyway, with the resin printer, you never want to get any of the resin on your hands, because it's as bad as the poop.
Right. So why is that bad to have that on you? It's just not good for your skin.
It's just not good for your skin. I don't know how toxic it is, but like, you even probably don't want to be breathing that stuff very long. You want to make sure you do your 3D prints in a well ventilated area. It's like the resin is probably, the most destructive substance that I've allowed into the house, and now I'm making stuff with it. But so I picked up a box of nitrile gloves from the Schmalgreens that I use for
after your Plu shot,
taking the printer apart.
You get the Plu shot, then you get that, right? First?
Then you get, Plu shot first.
All right, great.
Or while you're waiting for them to call you in for your Plu shot, you pick up a box of the nitrile gloves. Anyway, so I use that every time I'm cleaning the printer and changing the parts out and emptying the goo and all that stuff. Yeah. Because again, you don't want to get it on your hands. But I wonder if you could just pick up a box of those and use those. You still would be worried about a little tiny hole. Like, basically, it's Rene Russo in The Hot Zone when she gets a little tear in her suit, and all of a sudden.
Oh, right. And then you got to try to pinch that thing off. I get it. That's how it felt. Exactly. That's a great comparison. Any movie where somebody's hazmat suit gets a little leak in it and they're like struggling to seal it up, that's how it felt. It's like, what have I done?
I know, I'm going to wear 3 of these hazmat suits now.
Or like it's in The Rock when dude gets his suit cut while Nick Cage is in that room. It's the very beginning of The Rock, and the doll starts spewing out like Vespine gas or whatever, and they're all freaking out trying to shut it down. Yeah,
there you go. That's it. It's
a good trope.
For picking up poop, we actually we have a little shovel and a little rake, and basically we just go. We have a bucket. We put the bag in the bucket. Yeah, it's like a decent size kitchen trash bag, and then we just carry the bucket around, use the shovel, scrape it in the shovel, dump it in the bucket, go up to the next one, shovel, bucket, never even touches our hands, and then we go and we hose off the little shovel and the rake. And
well, this is the way to do it. What am I doing? This is dumb.
Yeah, why are you using your hands?
I don't know. Can I just go to Walmart or something and get that?
Yeah, go to PetSmart or Petco, and they've got like specially made little. It's like the shovel is perfect because it's parallel to the ground. And you just go shloop. It's not even like an angled shovel that you've kind of got to like maneuver around. You just go shloop, put it right next to the poop. Little rake goes right onto the shovel.
It's like it's like the guys in the old city Vegas who walk around and get cigarette butts into their little thing.
Yes, pretty much, exactly. A smaller version of those. Yeah, those garbage things that are hinged. This one isn't hinged, but it's just like a right angle, the stick, and then a right angle shovel, and just.
All right, I'm into it. You've convinced me. That's
TV's Travis says, or one of the little grabby arm things. The grabby arm things are great when they work, and it's like a spring-loaded it looks like a piece of construction equipment that's basically like a spring-loaded little grabby thing, right? Like
a little claw thing.
Claw thing. But those things we found break really easy, and if you've got slightly longer grass and the poo is maybe a little less a little less firm than you'd like, then basically all you're doing is you're smearing it all over the grass with that thing.
Oh yeah, it's just like a little
painting the grass with that poop.
All right, well, hopefully you've all learned as much as I have today, because I'm gonna
free hotel room. All right, got Bob dropping in. Let's stay on this topic for the rest of the show, he says.
Is that guy's middle name sarcasm? Because I bet it is.
Yes.
All right, just the letter S.
Last, first name, honorific, title, everything.
Yep, there you go. Sarcasm itself. I am sarcasm itself. All right.
So speaking of Terminator, Scott,
give us an MMFR if you would, or RF.
Monday
or
morning
MFR.
film review. Yeah. So when saw Terminator Fart Date, and the reviews are pretty much accurate. It is a good sequel to Terminators 1 and 2.
Okay.
With every single freaking timeline that we've created in this film series, basically, for me, this film kind of makes Terminators 3, 4, and 5 obsolete.
Oh, wow.
Because there's some timeline stuff. But I mean, there's timeline stuff that gets thrown around in every single iteration. The TV shows, the movies, Sarah Connor dies in this one, and John is carrying on her legacy. Sarah Connor's alive, and she's the Dragon Queen in this one, and John Connor is dead, and all that stuff. So it's like all sorts of different timelines. This one, I feel, it's not as good as Terminator 1 and 2. And I think, I'd rate them Terminator 2, Terminator 1, Terminator Dark Fate, and then way off in the distance you have Terminators 3, 4, 5, the Sarah Connor Chronicles, and all that stuff.
That show is good, though. I don't know. We probably, did you ever watch it?
I lasted one season, and I couldn't do it.
Oh, I really liked it.
Maybe it's one of those that got better the longer it went on or something.
That Dillahunt guy, it was a Terminator. He was cool. That guy we like. What's his name? Dillahunt Taunt.
Oh, yeah, Dillahunt. Yes, from Raising Hope.
Yes, and other things, Deadwood and stuff. He's great. That guy was great. Terminator.
Garrett Dillahunt.
Yeah, Garrett Dillahunt. That's it. Dilettante.
Yep.
Anyway.
Debutante. Garrett Debutante.
So, yeah, that show was all right, but I'm happy to hear that this movie is it sounds like it's totally worth seeing. Like, see it in the theater and go.
See it in the theater. And guess what? You'll have plenty of room because we saw it on sort of opening night, and we saw it on Friday night.
Yeah.
So open Thursday, saw it Friday night. Big AMC Prime theater with the rumble seats and the recliners and the big ass screen, and that theater was 3/4 empty.
Weird.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
I mean, it is not doing well box office wise. Critics are liking it, but audiences, I think, are they're maybe done with the Terminator franchise.
Let's take a look here.
Yeah.
Currently debuted at number 1, but a very low number 1. 29.1 million, which is not a lot for a weekend take.
No, not for a franchise film like this.
That should have been bigger.
29 million from 4,000 theaters, well behind expectations. Finished Sunday with an offshore tally of 94 million for a global total of 123 million for opening weekend.
Well, you know what's going to kill it all is this freaking Dr. Sleep this next week.
I think so. Or Frozen 2 is probably
Oh, right, Frozen 2 is coming out.
Yeah. Yeah, Frozen 2 is going to go. And I'm really excited to see Midway. I think that's actually our big weekend movie this coming weekend is we're going to go see Midway.
Yeah, it's got Harvey Dent in it there. Aaron Eckhart.
Where's Harvey Dent and Woody Harrelson?
Oh, Woody Harrelson. Good two box office films for the price of one. He's in your double tap and you're that. I was just watching Cheers last night. Man, who would have thought? Let me just ask you this question.
Right.
If you were watching Cheers in 1983 or 5, whenever he joined the cast, would you have ever said, that guy's going to have the biggest career, everybody here? Everyone in this room, he's the one. And I wouldn't have called it. I wouldn't have called that.
Do you think his career is bigger? Yeah, I guess it's bigger than Ted Danson, only because he's doing movies. But Ted Danson's Ted Danson has never disappeared.
Yeah, he's been fine, but no one liked Becker. He had kind of a period where nobody cared much, and then he kind of had to come back, and he was great in Fargo, and he's really good on That Good Place, and all that
Woody's
stuff.
Been pretty consistently, pretty consistently solid. Yeah,
and he's the only.
I would not have expected that.
He's the only Oscar nominee of all of them. Like he got an Oscar nomination for his Hustler dude, Harvey or Larry Flint thing.
Oh right, I forgot about that. Yeah,
where's Larry Flint? Yeah, so
no, anyway. I was saying, man, you know who's really going to go places is this George Wendt.
Yeah,
I'm really
George
looking forward
Wendt
to
fella.
seeing where he goes. He's got that whole House franchise thing with the Greatest American Hero. He's going places.
And I love George Wendt. We both do. But,
yes, of course.
But he didn't, nobody blew up the way. No. I mean, you could say, oh, well, Ratzenberger's in all those Pixar movies. Yeah, but it's kind of not a joke, but it's kind of just a meme, right? That he's just going to show up as an extra character.
Because he's got such a recognizable voice, they can't not put him in a movie now.
Right, you have to do it.
Movie.
So well done, Woody Harrelson, is all I'm saying. Anyway, well, give me a rating. Let's do 10. Hold on. 10. Okay. So the rating is however many out of 10 naked dudes arriving in the future in a ball of light.
Oh, I'd give it 6.5 naked dudes arriving in a little lightning ball.
Does this one involve a naked dude arriving in a ball? Okay.
Actually, not just a naked dude. What's her face from =Halt and Catch Fire? Mackenzie Davis.
Oh, I like her.
We like Mackenzie Davis. Yeah, she's great.
She's great.
She's the one of the first people to arrive from the future.
So she arrives in a ball of
in a naked
lightning.
ball.
In a naked ball. Okay, sweet. Well, we'll have to get out there and check it out. I'm sure that you don't. I mean, it's what is it rated? What is it? R?
I'm sure it's R. Yeah.
Okay. Side boob, probably.
Distant boob.
Distant boob. Bum. Little bum.
You're not getting it. You're not getting the R rating from hard car porn from full on nudity.
All right.
It's probably more for the violence.
And how's Arnold? And because I like grizzly old Arnold. Is it good?
You know what? Really good, and he actually delivers some of the best lines in the film.
He's back, baby. He's back. Woo!
He is back. I like Arnold was great in this, and Linda Hamilton was pretty badass too. Like it was great seeing the two of them on screen together again.
She's freaking 60 something now.
She is, and she looks great, and she's somebody that I would never mess with. No. Ever. Not that I mess with people, like but I would not mess with.
Brian's known for his messing with people.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah, not very common actually. All right, hey, there's your review. There's your FR. Sorry, your Mad Max Fury Road. Sorry, your Monday morning film review. And that leads us directly down the path of calling Brian Dunaway and getting this going here. I haven't heard anything from him, so I assume we're good. I
haven't heard anything either, so yeah.
Okay, good. That means we're probably in good shape here.
Usually we only get a message with regrets.
Yes, always.
From him. Always.
Let's do this then. Let's do this here. Hey everybody, welcome Brian Dunaway to the show. Hello, Brian.
Oh, hi Scott and Brian. Big regrets.
Oh.
No regrets. No regrets.
That's what I meant. No regrets.
Did you happen to see the Terminator business? Did you partake?
The trailer, you mean, or what?
The actual movie. Dark Fate.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen the movie yet. What am I made out of money?
Oh, you're in South Carolina. You guys get that in like 3 years. Sorry, 2023. Let us know how it is.
It has nothing to do with when we get it. We got it just like you. I just can't afford the $100 it costs for me to go to the theater. If you have kids, if you're a father, you understand this struggle.
No, you're
it's
right.
like, hey, I want to go see a movie. How much is it going to cost me?
Yeah.
Well,
that's why Brian.
Let me get the calculator.
That's why Ibbott's the smart one. He's got that AMC thing, and it works great.
We totally do the A list, and we're making good use of it, especially now that we're in
Ticket prices aren't so bad. Do you guys get like some kind of meal plan, because the tickets aren't that bad?
I mean, ticket prices are like it's $16 now to see a movie in one of the recliner
I'm not. Well, don't forget, I live in a different area than you, and the cost of living is nowhere near that. So it's more like $9 a ticket for us here. But then, how about some popcorn and a drink? I'll have $20, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, you want that times about 5 people? Oh my God, you're broke.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the truth, and that is where the theaters make their money is from.
Exactly. I can't blame them.
Concessions, but no, with the AMC thing, the A-list, it also gives you free upgrades. So you buy the small, and then you get automatically upgraded to a regular on everything.
Oh wow, that's nice of them to give you the extra 4 ounces of soda pop.
Right, exactly. That's gotta be really hitting them in the pocketbook.
Real sacrifice on their side. Nice work. Hey, we have a caller on the line. Let's see who we got. Thanks for your patience. Who's this?
Hi, this is Nick from the Western Massachusetts
area.
Well,
hello, Nick from Western Massachusetts.
The Western Massachusetts area.
I still spell your state wrong. I'm very good at doing that. Hey, it's good to have you here. Thank you for joining us. We're going to play a little game where you, our lucky listener, could win some prizes, but only if you pick the right winner out of Brian and I. Brian Ibbett will explain how it works.
That's right, Scott. I'm going to be giving Scott and Brian a topic. They're going to go back and forth with answers for that topic. If one of them gives a wrong answer, a repeated answer, they take too long to come up with an answer, the win is going to go to the other player. Your job, Nick, is to predict who is going to come out on top based on the topic. Today, you are playing for the very last pair of CDs from Dizzy Box 9 and Trendcell. The big thanks to those guys. Both bands we've played here as part of Indie in the Middle here on TMS, to Rave Reviews, Dizzy Box 9, and Trendselva. You're also going to get a copy of Road Redemption on Steam. Either you guys play Road Redemption?
Yes. So Road Redemption is basically, I forgot the name of the original game. But okay, so way back in the Genesis SNES days, there was a game called Road Rage. Road Rage?
Yeah. That's the one where you ride along and you whack people with your chains as you're riding along next to them, right?
Yeah, I think the Road Rash. Sorry, not
Road
Rage.
Rash. That's it.
Road Rash.
I was remembering it like you remembered it.
Yeah,
I was too.
For some reason, Rage sounded right. But anyway, Road Rash, and it was amazing, and I loved it, and it carried on and ended up having a version on the 3DO, which was also very good, and it kind of sort of got into 3D a little bit. And then nobody did it again. They ended up doing a pseudo-sequel thing, offshoot called Skitching, which was, or Skitcher or Skitching, but it was basically grab the back of a car on your rollerblades,
skateboard,
and
or rollerblade.
Yeah, and then you pull forward to the next car. Yeah, you play McFly basically the whole time, and it was awesome. Oh my gosh, I love that game. Anyway, then they stopped making them, like straight up just said meh. And what was great about the 3DO one, and I think PlayStation got it, was it had Soundgarden music in it. The soundtrack was amazing.
That's cool.
Break this rusty cage and run, all that stuff.
Sean.
Yeah, it was awesome. So anyway, Road Redemption is like this. It's like a bunch of developers who were also huge fans of that growing up said, no one's making this. We're going to make one. So they made like this awesome big ass freaking version of Road Rage or Road Rash, and it's awesome. It's really good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So it's an homage, not by the original developers, but probably approved by the original.
Maybe, I don't know. It just all I know is it plays like Road Rash, feels good, feels right. You get to hit people with pipes. It's
feels
great.
like Road Rash,
and it's also set in this apocalyptic like future, which is totally my jam. So,
oh yeah.
Anyway, that's that game.
Very cool. Well, there you go. So Nick, you could possibly win that and play it out there in Western Massachusetts. But before we can do any of that winning stuff, I've got to give the guys their topic, and they need to start thinking about that while I ask you who you're picking to win. I have 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 1. That equals 13 in my list here. Big 4 sports teams that all have colors in their name, either in the city name or in the name of the team itself. So NFL, MLB, NHL, and NBA, basketball, football, hockey.
Okay.
Baseball.
I got
For those of you who don't know any of those letters I just read.
Oh, okay.
This one comes to us from Tom Station. So
I get it.
I want you to name the teams that contain colors in their name.
Okay.
So out of the big professional.
The pro
teams.
U.S. pro teams.
Right.
Yeah, all the pro leagues. Yeah.
Or not just U.S., but I guess North America.
Yeah.
Oh, there might be something there.
Mm.
All right. So yeah, some in the city name, some in the team name, and there, like I said, are 14 of these that you're going to be coming up with.
All right.
13 of these. Sorry, Nick. Knowing how much these guys know about their sports. Who do you think is going to win, and who do you want to go first?
So, sports ball, tough topic. I would probably lean to Scott just a little bit, but
okay.
I think we'll go Scott to win, Brian to start.
All right. I like these. I like your confidence. Thank you for insisting that Brian's dumb. All right, here we go. Ready? Go.
All right, Scott, you're first.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Brian. You're
I'm
first.
going to say I'm first.
You're first, Brian.
I'm going to go. Shut up there, Scott. I'm going to go with the Cleveland Browns because that's the only team that I can think of is like a brown. All right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right there. It's all their name is a color. And the Broncos.
And brown, out of all colors to pick, is like, I could go something bold. We're just going to go with muted brown.
They're barely a team. Let's put it that
They're
way.
barely a team.
Hey, that's not nice.
The Broncos proved that yesterday with a nice win over the Browns.
Yeah, the Browns lose every game they play. All right. No offense, Cleveland. Their team kind of is bad.
Sure. All right, Scott.
The Toronto Blue Jays.
Oh.
The Toronto Blue Jays, MLB, yes, and there we go. And that's why I had to say in North America, the Toronto Blue Jays.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Gonna go with those. Gonna go with those Green Bay Packers.
Yes, didn't do so well yesterday, but
Poor old
we
Aaron
love it. They're
Rodgers.
still America's team. Yeah,
Boy, the Green Bay fans were very salty on Twitter yesterday. I noticed.
I'll bet. Yeah, they're coming off of a bunch of wins, so
That's true.
that's gotta hurt.
I'm gonna say let's go play some hockey and say the Detroit Red Wings.
Yes, the arch enemy of the Colorado Avalanche, the Detroit Red Wings.
Okay.
NHL.
Nice.
I'm gonna stick with my. Well, I've already done Smith. I'm gonna do some. How about let's do some Major League Baseball? Let's do those Red Sox up in Boston area. How's that?
Sure. That's a good choice. Boston Red Sox. Of course, they've got a color in their name. They've got a color in their socks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I should just eliminate the other Sox so that he doesn't take it. So White Sox. The White Sox need to be in there.
That's right. Chicago White Sox. Yep. What was the Chicago Black Sox several years ago when the controversy was going on, and
yeah, and they
we forgot all about that. It's now the Chicago White Sox.
They had according to Cheers again, which we've been rewatching here in the Johnson household, they had a curse for years and years and years.
Oh,
Basically,
right.
that whole series was about how they were saying that about Boston.
The Red Sox had the curse.
Yeah, the Red Sox have the curse, and I guess that didn't get lifted to like 2006 or something. Anyway. Go ahead, Brian.
How about we stay with them? Let's go with the. Yar.
Yarr.
Yar. I want to say one, but I know is it hyphenated?
I don't know.
Is it hyphenated and does it matter?
Doesn't matter if it's hyphenated.
It's got a color in it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Washington Redskins.
Damn it.
Absolutely counts. Yep. Washington Redskins. Closing.
These have to be active teams that are still playing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they're active.
No, I know. I'm just.
Oh, okay. Let's say.
For my next one. Cincinnati Reds.
Cincinnati Reds. Very good. Yep. Another team that's name is just color.
Yep.
That's all we are.
We're just a color.
That's right.
We're probably talking about Native Americans, but we're just going to tell you it's a color. That's what they say.
That's right. Okay.
All right, Brian.
Now we're getting into the nitty gritty, aren't we?
We are, because I'm trying to remember. I know Scott did some NHL stuff earlier, and I was like, I really only know very little about NHL. I just know there's got to be one that's just super simple. What is it? What am I missing?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know, Brian. Maybe he's missing something simple. Big moron. All right, I'm gonna go with the New York Blue Giants.
The Blue Giants.
The Blue Giants. The Green Giants.
Dr. Manhattan is their forward. He's great, by the way, on the New York Blue Giants team. No, there are no New York Blue Giants. Unfortunately, Scott wins. Did you have another one in there?
I did. I was going to say Blackhawks, and I think that's the only other one I know.
Blackhawks.
Blackhawks is a good one. Chicago Blackhawks. I accidentally, I was talking about the Chicago Black Sox during the boycott. So somebody said, yeah, Brian just said about 2/3 of another team name. You could have also said the Columbus Blue Jackets, the St. Louis Blues, the brand new Vegas Golden Knights.
Oh,
no.
And in the NBA, the Golden State Warriors.
Oh, duh.
Oh, the Golden State Warriors. I could have done that. I didn't think. Yeah, I guess so. It just seems
gold
odd.
is a color.
Gold. Yeah, gold is a color, but is golden. That doesn't really. That just.
Well, Yankee is gray. Just kidding. You couldn't use a Yankee.
I mean, you don't do Bludens. I mean,
The
is that really? That's not really a word.
No, but there's not an equivalent. You don't say when something is blue, you say it's blue.
Yeah.
When something is gold colored, you say it's golden.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, there's not a-
That's gold.
I love seeing
Gold, Jerry. It's gold.
Gold, Jerry.
The Kentucky Bludens are always a good time to watch on TV. Get those Bludens games. Well, there you go. That's a clear win, I'd say. For you know what? I should play the thing here.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Well done, Nick. You've won, and that means all you got to do is send Brian Ibbett your info. That's over at coverville@gmail.com. He'll send you your winnings. How do you feel about your big win?
Great. I'm glad I picked Scott with the sports ball.
I'm glad you did too. A lot of people think I don't know anything about sports and stuff. I know way more than people think. I kind of like that they don't think I do. I kind of like that I can just just sort of,
You can turn that to your advantage.
Yes,
Scott.
yes. Anyway,
I know you're big into basketball, Scott. If you're ever out here in Springfield, we have the Basketball Hall of Fame. It's a great little place to go check out. Your boys, John Stockton and Karl Malone, are out there. So.
Yeah. Do they have? Are they wax figures of them, or it's not that cool?
No, it's like those busts.
Like that's how you rank cool now. Wax things.
He invites you to come, join him for the Basketball Hall of Fame, and all of a sudden it's not cool because it's not a Madame Tussauds.
Yeah, there's something about creepy wax figures that I really like, and I don't know what it is.
Especially when they're super tall, like basketball players. That's fun.
Well, congratulations, Nick. You've done well, and we'll see you again soon. Brian Dunaway, you did your part. That's what matters. That's all that matters, is that you did your part. It's an off week for the Boop Show, so not one this week, but there will be one next. In the meantime, is there anything you're doing this week that you want people to know about?
Absolutely. I'm going to be marathoning that Luigi's Mansion 3. Going to definitely be doing it tonight, maybe tomorrow night, definitely Wednesday.
Nice.
Or more. Going to try to complete it this week. It's about an 11-hour game. Going to catch all the ghosts.
Yeah, you got to get them all, and then put them in the box, and then give them to Mario or whatever you do. I don't even know what you do in that game.
Yeah, that's not even how that game goes.
Yeah,
you got to work with the professor.
Yeah. Oh, there's a professor? Tell me about him. What's his deal?
Well, he talks like this.
Perfect. On that note, bye. Oh, he's the Brian Dunaway on Twitter, everybody. If you want to follow him over there.
Very good.
That was a rousing edition of Battle Royale. I enjoyed it greatly.
Good win. Well done.
Yes. Well done, everybody involved. Now this. Time for the news, brought to you by
America's Next Top Podcaster, going up on the stream today. It's the Judging and Elimination episode for Investigative Podcast Week. Yes, everybody's been working on their investigations and true crime podcasts, and it's time to see who wins and who's going home. All of this appearing on the feed later today at America's Next Top Podcaster.
If I'm correct in my memory, this is a rough one.
This is a rough one, yes.
It is perhaps the roughest of them so far.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was indeed.
Woo!
Correct.
All right. If you're intrigued by what I just said, tune in because you're in for one.
Wow. And how could you not be intrigued?
Honestly, what's wrong with you if you're not? All right, check this out. We got a news story. We'll do a couple of these or whatever we have time for. How about this one? A bride and groom ordered $450 worth of Domino's pizza for their wedding because they couldn't decide on food.
You know what? That's fine. That's totally fine. I mean, a nice plate of a lovely pork cutlet or steak medallions. I'm fine with, just get the pizza and just do the wedding part and the dancing, the music and all that stuff. Focus on the fun.
Yeah, no issues. No issues at all with this. It says making wedding decisions is tough and rarely does a bride and groom agree on everything. I hate weddings. I hate them.
If they stay married for 30 minutes or longer, the reception is free.
Oh, wow. That seems like a much harder proposition in Hollywood than it is in the rest of the world.
That's right, exactly.
It says one couple couldn't decide what to do, so they came up with a solution. Just order Domino's. Victoria, 26, and Tom Brown, age 29, from Cornwall, UK, ordered 350 pounds or $450 worth of Domino's pizza for their wedding. This is for their guests and themselves instead of having a traditional sit-down meal.
It was just a joke idea at first, as we had sorted everything out for the wedding, but we couldn't decide on food,
says Victoria.
Everyone has sandwiches and all that. So as it got closer to the wedding, I thought, shall I actually ask Domino's if they would do it? And to my surprise, they said, Philip, yes!
Victoria told the pizza behemoth her budget, and they sent her as much as they could for the $450, which turned out to be 30 large pizza boxes, 20 garlic breads, 20 boxes of chicken strips, and 20 boxes of wedges. What's a wedge?
What's a wedge? I don't know. Must be some UK Domino's thing.
Yeah, what the hell's a wedge?
Domino's UK wedge.
Yeah. What is a wedge?
Potato wedges. Okay.
Oh, well, we don't do those here.
Little, like fries. No, not the Domino's here.
We call those chips.
Let's see.
That's right.
What is a gap
wedge? But it does come with sweet chili dipping sauce and sour cream. I don't understand how that is not bigger here. Way better than ketchup.
Yeah.
The sweet chili sauce and sour cream. UK knows this. Australia knows this. That is absolutely the thing you want to dip your fries and your potato wedges in.
We don't seem to know this here.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is.
You're doing a great service by reminding us.
Yes.
All right. Here's a good one.
That's funny.
This is I got this for you, Zoe. Is she in the chat today? Yep, she is. Zoe brings bacon all the way in the UK. This story is for you. America's pile of uneaten bacon is the biggest it's been in 48 years.
Wow.
Strange headline, I know.
Yeah.
There's more to it here.
Where is this uneaten bacon? And how close is it to the nearest airport?
Everybody gets their piece. All Americans, go get a piece of bacon. Here it is what it says. More than 40 million pounds, which is 18,000 metric tons of pork bellies, the cut used for bacon making. Bacon making.
Making bacon.
Making bacon. We're sitting in a refrigerated warehouse as of September 30th, according to the U.S. government data released Tuesday. That's the most for that month since 1971, when Brian and I were but small babies with little
old toddlers.
Yeah, little
toddling around,
pooping our pants still.
That's right.
Still, I never quit.
Do we ever stop, Scott?
I have to double bag. Everything's fine. Let's see. The overhang came after the overhang. After a buildup in the American hog herd. Pork output surged over the summer months and through September, says Dennis Smith. He's the senior accountant executive at Archer Financial Services Incorporated. Bellies have seen a magnified inventory increase because demand is mostly domestic, unlike cuts of ham, which are for which overseas buying can help reduce reserves. But like bacon and stuff, we're all into it. Zoe, what's the deal? Order more gosh dang bacon. All right.
So the problem isn't that we're not eating it. It's that other countries aren't getting our bacon supply like they are ham and pork chops and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Well, I wonder why they don't want our bacon. Why do you not want our bacon?
Well, it says here it could be short-lived because recent Chinese buying is an indicator that perhaps we'll get more of this out of here. Export sales of American pork have soared in recent. To weekly records, buoyed by purchases from the Asian country of China. U.S. pork exports hit record on demand from China and Mexico. So Mexico's buying a bunch of pork because they got them carnitas. China mostly buys carcasses, which they then process domestically rather than individual cuts of pork. Of course, the belly goes over with the whole hog. The theory is if we continue to export split carcasses to China, it'll create a belly shortage. So they're actually worried about being a shortage, even though they have this little landfall. So we got a lot of bacon right now. Here's the thing I wanted to mention. I don't know why China's suddenly buying a bunch. I mean, there's indications that whatever trade deals we're making means they'll buy more domestic product stuff from us. That's great, I guess. But here's something I gotta try to understand. The people who pick up our recycling every week came to us, Brian, and said, we can't have a bunch of this stuff on this list anymore. And it was things like can't have wrapping paper, can't
Probably
have
styrofoam.
I think that was already on the list, but they named off a whole bunch of things. Oh, they can't take paper towels anymore.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
They can't. Yes,
okay.
they
Just
can't.
Something about the way that they're processed and
Kleenexes and all this stuff. And we said why, and their answer was because China's not taking our garbage anymore. So we can't process some of the stuff that they process. We're not equipped to here. So it has to be just like paper products that are like actual like printer paper and corrugated cardboard. And like, that's it. It's the weirdest thing because then what's the freaking point? What are we doing if you can't recycle a paper towel? Like, I don't understand.
I don't even think, it's funny because I think about what we throw in the recycling bin here versus the trash. We... like Kleenexes and paper towels for us go in the trash.
Yeah.
And our place won't even, like our guys won't even take, if we don't rinse out like a cardboard container that you get from some Italian place that had your spaghetti in it, if it's got too much food waste inside, they won't take it. So we have to wash out all that stuff. Styrofoam, they'll take the little clamshell things as long as there is the little triangular thing on the bottom. But the bigger things that, like if you got a thing that held a monitor in there, even if it's got the little symbol, they won't take the thicker chunks, even if they've got the recycled symbol.
Interesting. But have they said anything to you about how China's not doing the processing anymore?
No, but we don't really, we don't really talk to our
waste disposal people,
our garbage, our bin pickup people. No, exactly. I'm usually doing this show when they come and go.
That's a good
watching
point.
them on the video screen over on the side. But but I don't think. I mean, basically, in the paper that we recycle is all of the paper we get in the mail. God, it's probably like 95% of the paper that goes in the recycling bin for us. We don't do tissues or paper towels or anything.
I feel bad for. I feel bad for the people at the dump, and here's why.
Okay.
Not for like, a job is a job. It's honorable. It's all good.
Sure.
Not that. It's because Nick had food poisoning, and his big heave ho happened in a can with a liner in it. Yeah. So he barfed like hardcore into this thing. I wrapped it up, taped it up, put it inside of another bag, wrapped that up, taped it up, and then put it in the garbage bag. Or a can, which means when garbage comes Wednesday, they're going to take that plus all our garbage for the week. They're going to take it to the landfill, and then somebody there has got a real bomb on their hands. They just don't know it.
But I mean, if it's going in the landfill, they're not picking through it or opening the bags to see what's inside. I mean, it's just gonna stay as a nice double bagged bomb and be underneath somebody's townhome and
all right
in 20 years.
Maybe it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, it just freaks me out to think about if they had to go dig through it or like process it or one of it gets stuck in like a garbage thresher or something and just explodes.
It just like pops it open.
Oh, jeez. That sounds so bad. I felt kind of bad while I was doing it. I was tempted to just dump it in the dirt, but whatever.
Yeah.
I haven't had to be barf dad in a while, and I had to be for that.
I know, that sucks. I mean, when you can't make it to the toilet, you got to have the close by situation.
You do the close by.
At this point, we have guaranteed we've lost free hotel room.
Oh, he's
I imagine
out.
He's
out.
He's done. He is out.
Yeah, the fact that he hasn't said anything makes me think he is gone.
That's right. But this next story, boy, if you weren't feeling a little queasy before.
Yeah, check this one out. So a man broke into his house, not his house, a house, and he made 2 mayonnaise sandwiches.
Because sometimes one mayonnaise sandwich just isn't satisfying enough.
Yep. Is it weird that sounds kind of good right now? Why does that sound good?
A mayonnaise sandwich? Yeah, that is weird that it sounds good.
I don't even like it.
No, it's like it's just like weird buttered toast offshoot bad situation.
I don't know why that sounds okay to me. I guess I would like also like some meat and mustard and
well, there you go. I mean, if you're talking, throw some bacon, lettuce, and tomato on there. If you're gonna have 2 pieces of bread and mayonnaise on them, put them to good use.
There you go.
Put actual sandwich stuff in them.
You're not wrong. Well, officials from the Laurel County Sheriff's Office Department said a house was broken into.
Yanni?
Yanni?
Yeah.
Who says Yanni?
You just said Yanni.
Did I say
Officials
Yanni?
from the Yanni County Sheriff's Department.
Hold on. I see what you did there.
Now you get it. Yes. All right.
I saw the Yanni and Hardy movie. It was very good. Actually, it was very good, by the way. If you haven't seen that biopic.
Oh no, I haven't seen that yet. I do want to see that.
It's got like Steve Coogan and John C. Reilly as Oliver Hardy. It's really good.
It's got to be streaming by now.
Yeah, it should be if it's not. It's extremely how do I put it? Like you get a sense of the time they were in, but it feels really honest and heartfelt. I really liked it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, Stan and Ollie is the name of the movie.
To sum things up here, the officials said the owner of the home woke up to noises coming from the kitchen, found a man making 2 mayonnaise sandwiches. The owner did not know the man. He described him as being about 6 feet tall and 220. 220? Police said
6 feet tall and full of mayo.
The owner did not know the man, but described him as being... Oh, I said that. Police say the suspect told the homeowner if he left the house, would he, the homeowner, clean up the mess. The suspect then left the home, leaving behind a coffee mug, loose change, and his wallet with an ID.
Nope.
Yeah, real good.
The suspect. How is he not more than a suspect if he left his wallet and his ID?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yes.
It even says here, even though he's not in custody, police do not believe the public is in any danger. Well, I don't either, but why don't you have the guy by now? Mm-hmm. Like, just go get him.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's your other story.
With the bacon shortage, he could have had a nice bacon and mayonnaise sandwich, and that would have been better than just mayo.
I agree. Oh, that sounds good, too. Everything sounds good. I'm starving today.
Do you have any HP sauce? Any HP sauce?
Even that sounds good. All the words you're saying sound good to me. We're going to take a break. When we come back, it will be time with Steven Schleicher, well spent, I believe. Mm-hmm. So we'll come back for that. And after that, nothing. Maybe we'll do like a call now. Oh, you also have a mashup today. We got stuff.
Yeah, we got stuff. Don't worry, we got stuff.
So don't you worry. We got things. Daryl's not here today because there's zip in Star Trek news. Just like nothing going on. Before all that, though, a song from Brian that he will now present in the best way he knows how.
Yes. All right. This is an artist who goes by the name Moonboy. Muonboy. You spell Moonboy, but you substitute a U for that first O. He is a 20-year-old university student from Geneva, Switzerland, but he was born in Portugal. He's got Portuguese nationality. He's been making music for about 2 years, but it's always been a big part of his life, listening to it and influences and things like that. This is some fun. It's that hip hop that's kind of sing-songy style, like Post Malone a little bit, and Chance the Rapper. I really dig this. I'm not a big hip hop guy, but I really like this. The song is called Moo, M-U. It is by Moonboy.
All right, here it is. We'll be right back.
I want to eat. I want eat.
Keeps you running.
The Morning Stream. I'm a leaf on the wind. Watch how I soar.
All right, we're back, everybody. Welcome back to the program. Yeah, Brian, that was you doing that.
Keeps you running. Yeah, it's my Doobie Brothers sing-along time.
Yeah.
Everybody break out the Michael McDonald. Woo!
Yeah. It's supposed to go like this. Hold on.
Keeps you running. Yeah.
There you go. Little yap.
Nice. Good.
All right. We have gotten to now the part of the show where we like to bring in our good pal, Steven Schleicher, and see what's going on in his world. So we're going to do that. It's major spoilers, Scott. Get it together. Here we go. All right.
Get it together.
He's coming in hot, and we got a spot.
Steven.
It's Steven Schleicher all the way from Hays, Kansas. Hello, Steven. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Oh, it's nice to have you here. Hey, how was Halloween? You got the kids that are still sort of going. How's that going?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, we used to, like 5 years ago, we would have like 100, 200 kids come through the neighborhood and through our house. This year, I think we only had about 50. I think they're all starting to age out.
Yeah.
And there's not enough youngins coming up.
If you don't have people live, or if there's not a lot of turnaround in your neighborhood, a lot of people moving in and out all the time, you can kind of see that trend, right? Where they're just sort of aging out of it. Yeah.
Well, I noticed this. This is maybe, when my first son was born, basically right after he was born, they were like, you better pick the school that you want your kid to get into because there's a waiting list on a lot of these.
Yeah.
And so it was like, oh my gosh, we had to rush and make sure that we got, by the time he was 3, we had to make sure he was ready to start kindergarten in one of the schools because they were literally, we don't have room. We don't have enough schools to put everybody where they want to be put. Now, this isn't like private school. This is all public school stuff. But now they're just like, hey, if you know anyone who's going to be of kindergarten age, you might let them know we have plenty of openings. So I think the town is starting to age out and there aren't enough young kids being born.
Get those kids.
All old kids being born.
Yeah, all old kids.
Yeah, we had a pretty good. So it's weird when we moved here. We didn't have. We had this huge chunk of space out in front of us that nobody lived in, just a big dirt field forever, and nobody came here because they just never got around to this weird edge where we lived. Well, then things started growing up around here, and then tons of people started coming. Now that field's all full of homes and stuff. And now we're on the opposite end of this thing where we had way less this year, and I think it's because they think they don't think the townhomes over here are going to give candy, so they don't make it this far over here. So now we're back to like we had a bunch of leftover candy bars, and I can't eat them because I'm off the shug.
Right. Yep.
No more shug for me. By the way, I didn't cheat
we
once.
did give out all of our candy. So
good job.
At the end, I was just like, "Hey, you kids want candy? Open your bag," and I'm just pouring the whole bowl in.
We gave away we gave away most of the candy. We still had some left, and we gave away all the Pop toys that we had to give away, except for the Star Trek ones, because kids don't give a poop about Star Trek. It turns out.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bizarre.
Sad little Picard. I got a Geordi. I got a Worf. They're just sitting in there looking at you, going, "Why not us? What's the matter with us?"
I am not a Mary Pop toy.
Yeah. All the Marvel stuff, all the Harry Potter stuff, bing, bang, boom, bing, all gone immediately.
Sure.
Didn't happen. All right.
My youngest asked me the other day, "Dad, what's Star Trek?"
Oh, my gosh.
I was like,
What'd you do? What'd you say?
I just said I failed as a parent.
Well, what you ought to do is just sit down and watch and do a little TNG run through with him or something.
I don't think so. I think I'd start him way back with original series.
Oh, would you really?
Okay.
Yeah, I think so because I think there's so much more, and Daryl I'm sure would may disagree with me, but I think there's more that's going on in the original series as far as issues that are going on right now that would be more relevant. Now I know that the next generation did talk about transgender rights, did talk about, a bunch of other things that made its way in. But when we're just talking about basic equality and treating people with respect and punch a Nazi in the face, I mean, that's all the original series stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw that. Well, I don't want to bring it up here, but there was news this morning about one particular Nazi who everybody was all upset because everyone punched him a year ago or something. Some leaked audio of like the worst tirade of awfulness I've ever heard out of anybody that he didn't know was going to be made public. And this is a dude that keeps ending up on like CNN and freaking Fox News and wherever as like an actual pundit. I don't want to bring up his name. I don't want to invoke it. So I don't know why I'm bringing it up now, but he's an a-hole. Punch a Nazi. Punch a Nazi. All right. What was I going to say? Oh, hey, we got good news.
Yeah, we do.
Major Spoilers is one of my sources for this. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2 got not only we knew something was in the works, but we have a date for that thing. So what's up with that? What do we know?
Look, I didn't even know Frozen 2 was coming out this month, but on my calendar, I have marked down April 8th, 2022 for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2. My wife just rolled her eyes going, why did this pop up on my calendar? I'm like, so you can make sure we can all go. The second greatest Spider-Man movie comes out in 2022, people.
Yeah. It feels like a million miles away, though. Jeez. Doesn't it?
I know. That's what my kids were that way. They were just like, Dad, that's like 3 years away. It's like, well, I mean, it's almost 2 years away. And by the time next year rolls around, it'll only be a year away. So it's not that long.
Yeah. I mean, it'll go quick. We'll all be, shocked how fast it gets here, but I do wish it was sooner for some reason.
I know. It does seem like a long ways, and I think it's because we are at the end of a decade. So when we think about 2022, that's like so far away, but in 2016, who would have known that 3 years would have passed just like that?
That's a good point, because 2016 feels like 2 seconds ago. Like it really is not a time has not elapsed in my head from 2016 or 2015 for that matter. Like Mad Max Fury Road and forward has been just a blip on the radar. And so this is how this will feel. We'll get there before you know it. We'll probably have Diablo 4 before 2022. So we'll be fine until we get to see this thing. But yes, the sequel to the greatest superhero movie ever made. We have a date.
I don't know. I mean, you may be putting too many adjectives in there, Scott, or adverbs in there. I don't know if it's the greatest superhero ever made.
We can leave out the word superhero.
We could probably leave out the word superhero. I mean, sorry, Scott, but I think Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is much better than Fury Road.
Oh, we can have this conversation if you wanna. We can go here if you'd like. Now, so let's make the. Let me make one point very clear here. These are my two favorite movies of the last decade. I love them both. However, nothing's as good as Mad Max Fury Road.
Okay, so here's what's wrong with Mad Max Fury Road.
There's my argument.
Oh boy. All right.
Okay, go.
Okay, yeah, good point.
Yeah, good. I made a real good point. Counterpoint?
Steven, counterpoint?
We've got a MacGuffin. Let's drive all the way there and then turn around and come back.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta. Sometimes you gotta get halfway out into the salt and you gotta turn around because it's the right thing to do.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, it's if you want to be a hero, you can be a hero. All you got to do is try.
Sure, but is there a bullet farmer with a giant club foot that has nipples sticking out of his suit? Is that in there? Is there a guy?
But there is a grotesquely huge Green Goblin flying around inside of a little experimental zone.
All right, I'll give you
that. There's also a super huge, grotesque looking what's his name? Kingpin.
Yeah.
Stomping around, poking his little pin the entire time.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Kingpin's nipples exposed.
Exactly. Let me ask you this then. Does it have...
are the nipples really part of your argument?
No,
Scott?
It's not. But I'm going to say, okay, how about this? Does it have a guitar player with a freaking flamethrower at the end of his guitar, bungee corded to a giant block of speakers with a bunch of drummers on it as it drives through the desert? Does it have that?
It's got a cartoon pig hitting itself over the head and saying "That's all, folks," which is a dig at Warner Brothers when this is a Sony movie.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm starting. I'm on Steven's side on this one.
Brian's kind of torn over there.
Kind of torn.
I'll have to go regroup with my people and come up with a good argument.
Okay. All right. I'm just so excited about this movie. The problem is, and this is a good thing that is 3 years away, because I'm going to get so excited about this movie. I'm going to build it up so much in my head that no matter how great this movie is, it's not going to be performed to my expectations, even though it could be, it could be leaps and bounds ahead of everything that happened in the first movie. Sure. I think already I'm starting to build it up too much in my head. So this may be the only time you hear me talk about it until April 10th, 2022.
In theory,
you got an opportunity for that to temper down. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
In theory, there are infinite Spider-Verses, right? Is that the thing?
Yes.
Okay. In one of those Spider-Verses, it's entirely possible that the character Rictus Erectus, one of the sons of Immortan Joe, could show up and yell, "I had a baby brother and he was perfect in every way." He could do that.
He could be. Yeah, that would probably be like a chameleon character or something. Or the Shocker.
All right.
Probably the Shocker.
Oh, the Shocker. The Shocker
with
combined
exposed.
with the Rictus Erectus. All right.
Wow. Sounds like we're discussing the most unpopular sex move ever.
Rictus Erectus.
And the shocker.
And the shocker. Yeah, good point. All right, moving on. Let's talk about Stranger Things season 4. Not form.
So we have to, again, production doesn't begin until January 2020 for season 4 of Stranger Things. It's only going to be 8 episodes long, but to kind of keep momentum going, the Stranger Writers Twitter feed has been releasing every week saying, here are 5 films that the writers discussed in the writers' room this week. And they're not saying that this is what will directly inspire the 8 episodes, but I think reading down this list is pretty fascinating.
Are you... yeah, go ahead.
Here are some of the movies. Young Sherlock Holmes, Ace Ventura Pet Detective, Hackers, Silence of the Lambs, The Good Son, Amelie, Paradise Lost, Pineapple Express, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Drop Dead Fred, and then also we have The Peanut Butter Solution, The Fisher King, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, You've Got Mail, Ordinary People on that list, Hellraiser 2, Billy Madison, The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Black Swan, and the list wraps up with, I guess that's everybody. That's everybody right now.
So, wait though.
So if you're sitting around talking about movies that inspire you or things that you take inspiration from, some of these might come up in the discussion. And so if people want to kind of get into the mindset of the Stranger Things writers, maybe go see some of those movies.
Interesting.
Wow. Some weird ones on the list, though.
Yeah, I know, really.
Like Fred and
Black Swan. Why is that in there?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Amelie?
Yeah. I feel like you just shotgun splatter shot a bunch of movies on the wall. Like, if it doesn't feel like any of them have any connection, but I guess that's the point, is you're supposed to dig and find and whatever. I probably won't be doing that. I probably will not be doing that.
Yeah, and Amelie is a great movie, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
Oh, it is.
I haven't
I
seen
just
it.
can't see how it, how it influences Stranger Things 4.
So my only guess would be in some of this stuff is, if you remember the very end credits thing of the last episode of season 3, there's a good chance a lot of this stuff isn't going to take place in Indiana.
Oh, okay.
They finally get out of Indiana. Yeah, that's fine. They spent a lot of time there. It's time to move on. I still haven't seen. I say this with like the least knowledge. I haven't watched season 2 or 3. I'm just sort of late on all of it. I know.
Season 2, I really did not like season 2, but season 3, the opening shot just really annoyed the heck out of me because it felt like they were just repeating the same mistakes that they made in season 2.
Yeah.
But then after that, they're just like, nope, we're really leaning in and being self-referential, and we're even making fun of ourselves for things that we did in season 2. And I think they righted that ship by the end of the first episode.
Do they have? What was I going to say? Is this new season? It's still got what's her name with the waffles, right? I can't think.
Billy Bobby Brown.
Yeah, she's still in. So they're all in there still, right?
They're all in there.
I'm not. If I skip 2, it's not like we've had this conversation before.
Yes.
Steven advocates skipping it. And everyone else I talk to is like, you should see it.
There's things that are in there, but there are characters that have 0 character arcs. And so when they show up in the season 3, you're kind of like, oh, okay, I guess you get a redemption arc from this character who really wasn't that big of a character in season 2, but they certainly made him out to be a big bad. So I don't know. It just didn't sit well with me. And I would say if you're going to watch them, watch season 2 and 3 just back to back.
Okay.
Yeah. Just don't even give time between it, because the more you think about season 2, the angrier you will get.
Because maybe I can just do like a Wikipedia, plot somewhere.
Nah, you probably.
No, I wouldn't do that. I would watch season 2, even if it's like one of those things where, you have it on a screen next to what you're working on, and you kind of half watch it, and then season 3 is devote full watch. Full attention.
Okay.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people are saying in the chat are saying that season 2 is their best, but honestly, my favorite list is 1, 3, 2.
Yeah, I agree. I think 3 is definitely better than 2. But I mean, you got Mr. Sean Astin,
and you also have Paul Reiser, and I think that the fact that you have both of those in this movie, and the fact that they're riffing on a Paul Reiser movie throughout the whole season, just is a real letdown.
Are they riffing on Aliens? Is that the movie you're telling me they riff on?
You'll have to watch season 2.
Well, because now I'm interested. Because I love Paul Reiser in Aliens. He's great in that because he's a total douchebag. He locks himself in a closet and gets eaten by an alien because he's a freaking puss. I love that movie. Anyway.
You'll have to watch season.
You'll have to watch the season 2, and then you'll understand why on what was it, Sean Astin Day or whatever, everybody went to Twitter and was just like, "Oh, today we're giving Sean Astin all the love," and he's like, "I can't believe you people are doing this."
Yeah, he doesn't mean to, Mr. Frodo. All right, well, that's great. Potatoes, he said to people. I'm just thinking of all the stuff you do in the Lord of the Rings. All right, well, this is great. These are 2 fine updates on 2 properties we're all interested in. Steven, is there anything else happening this week on Major Spoilers that your listeners or our listeners should be paying attention to?
I would once again suggest people check out, if they want more comic book fun, to check out the Major Spoilers podcast. We record it on Tuesday. It goes up Wednesday morning, and you can get your weekly dose of comics. You can find out what comics we recommend. We dive into an old trade paperback that you might want to pick up or maybe want to skip, but that all happens on the Major Spoilers podcast. Check it out at majorspoilers.com.
All right.
Cool.
What should I do during the day in order to keep my kidneys healthy and all that other kind of stuff? What would you say?
You want to stay hydrated.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Bye.
Very good.
Excellent work.
Oh, and I forgot when we were talking about Spider-Man, the date for that getting announced. All the excitement of that, I forgot to say, Ant-Man 3 got announced as well.
Oh, it did?
Yep.
Also 2022, or did we get
probably also 2022. Yeah, it's going to be after the Doctor Strange and Thor sequels. So
that's going to be really uncomfortable when Paul Rudd is the only one that doesn't age between now and then. Everyone else.
There's no aging in the microverse or the upside down, the inside out, whatever it's called.
What is that called that he's in? When
Quantum Realm.
Quantum Realm. That's it. Yeah. And Hank Pym. Are we done with Hank Pym? We're done with him, right? No more of him. Do you think in the story?
No, I think he's still around. I mean, he and Michelle Pfeiffer and Janet Van Dyne and yeah.
All right.
You still haven't seen the second Ant-Man film, have you?
No, I haven't. I know he's in that.
Scott.
I know he's in
I guess in a little over a week, Disney Plus comes out and you'll be able to stream all that stuff.
That's true. Oh my gosh, that's soon, isn't it?
It is. It's a week from tomorrow, the 12th.
Is it bad that I just constantly hope the morning show, or as they keep calling themselves, TMS, fails miserably and goes away? Is that bad?
No, I mean, I think we don't want the confusion between TMS us and TMS them, but we dealt with Todd and Aaron, Scott. We'll get through this.
All right. It feels like Todd and Aaron were less of a threat, but yes. And less of a multi-million-dollar threat. Well, all right. That's all you needed to know.
More than you know.
Oh, that's not what it was supposed to be. Hold on. There we go. That's what I meant. The more you know.
I like both of those things.
We were both pretty good. All right. They're going to play a mashup now. Or they? We are. We're not. There's no they. It's us. We're going to play a mashup. And this is from Jamie. This is a Brian Ibbott Impressions file, is what he's called it.
God, okay.
He subtitled it "The Wallaby Took My Baby." So I'm guessing I don't know if this is a warning or a hype point, but Brian's probably going to do his Australian accent in this clip.
Probably, yeah, probably.
So enjoy this with us. Here you go.
Salted lemon candies. How do they work? Why am I here?
Oh my gosh, Nicolas Cage is inside me.
They sell by...
Left arm, too tired. Can't give any more samples. Sorry.
No more samples. Can't do left hand.
Getting blister on inside of hand.
I take the best part of the kangaroo meat is from the haunches. It's a fatty location
crotch.
for
the crotch.
From the crotch. It's kangaroo crotch meat, really.
Crotch.
Toenails.
Yeah.
It's made from kangaroo rectum.
Make sure you get those nacho chip crumbs out of there. I gotta touch my chin. I work really hard on my chin.
We've got a new alien race that only attacks people's feet. We must take all of our shoes off and walk around the Enterprise barefoot. Well, I got lost down on Mount Lofty Ranges. Had to billy down some logs. Phony guacamole! Klinger, get out of here! Major Houlihan, phony guacamole! Get out of my office!
That's pretty good. I'm with
The
Alex
answer
for that.
is spoiled bitch. Spoiled bitch. Michael, you have the board.
We didn't invent the meat pie, but we did perfect it.
Listen, hey.
Listen, cha-cha. It's, this guy's looking at that piece of candy like he's Bill Mitchell about to size up the latest Cleveland Cavalier. Yeah, that Sandy Hook thing was a total hoax. Fake news.
Of course, we're all about homegrown garlic. We have 8 varieties of garlic that can kill a human being.
I'm not showing
You've got your USB port plugged into the wrong...
Yeah, I held on to your letter for a little extra.
So, Alex, I'll take stamps for 200.
To me, that's just a bridge
Pull
too
up
far.
your pants and get me those detonators. Did you like that? It was a little bit of wallaby in your meat pie.
There's a wallaby pie.
Tinder. There's a little tinder.
The wallaby took my baby, or whatever.
A little bit of dingo meat in your meat pie.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was full on the most Australian thing we've ever played here.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like,
unless you count Lucy from Oklahoma.
Yeah, unless you count that fake Lucy from Oklahoma thing. We never did drill her down on why she
still maintains that was not her.
She denies
and
that
there's
was
a little
her.
part of me that I have a shadow of a doubt, Scott. Like I can't say that I full on 100% know that Lucy from Oklahoma was really Gidget doing a voice.
Yeah, I guess I don't know either, which is part of this. This is what makes it so freaking frustrating.
It's the one thing on the morning stream that we don't know. That we don't know.
Whoever you are, whoever that is, Lucy, call and leave a voicemail at 801-471-0462. I'll dig it up and we'll play it on the show again, and we'll do a little bit of. I know you want to do this. This is what serial pranksters do. Even serial killers do this. They kind of want to be caught.
Or a real person named Lucy that maybe,
Right.
I can't believe that they think I don't exist.
Yeah.
I don't know. How is she going to prove it, though? I mean, she's going to leave another message, and it's going to be, it sounds exactly the same as the last one, and still doesn't get us anywhere.
It's like the Zodiac Killer. We just have to catch him. We just have to.
Here's what we need. We need Gidget and Lucy to call at the same time. That's the only way we can prove that it's not Gidget doing a voice.
I am all for your idea. That sounds great.
Yeah, I don't know how we do it, but we got to do it.
All right, next, the final Thursday of the month. Wait, isn't that Thanksgiving this month? It is, isn't it? Isn't the final Thursday always a Thanksgiving day?
It is this month.
Isn't it always?
It's not exactly.
Because we don't do a date for Thanksgiving. It's just always the final.
It's always on a Thursday, but it's not the last Thursday of the month. I think it's the fourth Thursday of the month, which usually is the last Thursday.
Okay.
I can't remember.
Well, we'll figure
it out.
I know
Easter is based on like moon phases and stuff like that, but
dead polymers. I think Thanksgiving is in December this year. Oh yeah, I'm sure that's true.
Well, they're saying that it's the third Thursday. Oh, it is the third.
Is it the third? Not the fourth.
It's the fourth. It's the fourth Thursday. 7/14, 21/28. The 28th is the.
It's always the fourth Thursday.
Yeah.
It's actually how I wish all holidays were. I wish they would pick a day of the week and the placement in the month and just stick to it. Like Christmas being the 25th or Halloween being the 31st. I hate that because no one wants to do Halloween on a Monday and the next day is a school day. Nobody wants to do Christmas on a Sunday. Like, lock it in.
4th of July should be on a weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. Or Independence Day, we just start calling Independence Day, and it's on the first Saturday in July or something like that.
It's the first thing for Thanksgiving I'm thankful for is that Thanksgiving is on a set plane of existence.
Day of the week.
Yes.
Agreed.
That's how it should be. All right. Does my soundboard agree?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Good.
Yeah,
Ooh, thank goodness for that.
All right, we're going to go. Here's the deal. This whole week there's content, like straight up. I don't want to freak anybody out, but Tuesday there's people here. We got guests. We got stuff. Wednesday, same thing. Thursday, Friday, all of it. The whole week is just so smack dab full of TMS stuff that this is a great time for me to say to people, go to our patreon.com/TMS and throw your love at us because how dumb are we? We have so much content that we push out every day, every week that all you got to do is go plunk down a couple of bucks a month for all of that.
That's right. Come on. Plunk down a couple folded up dollar bills into our virtual G-string, would ya?
Yeah, we're stupid and we did it wrong. So take advantage of us. So go do it because we can't change it now. You may as well take advantage of us. Patreon.com/TMS. Do it today. There's lots of good rewards, lots of reasons to do it. And it's a brand new month. All right. So get in early in this month of November and let's do this. All right. Frogpants.com/TMS for everything else. Brian, do you have a song to play on the way out?
I do. Audie. You know Audie. Audie the artist wrote in, said, "Hey, Scott and Brian, so my wife and I are buying our first house and we close on this Friday, November 1st, which was last Friday. It's been a crazy time for us to get here, but we're super freaked out and excited. In honor of the day, I thought I'd ask the cover maestro for any good covers regarding a house. Or if that's not possible, just some fun celebrating song. I'll take whatever Brian can dish out. Also, since we're buying a house and it's close to Christmas, I'm going to shamelessly say I'm open for commissions, or you can buy stuff on my Etsy and or Redbubble."
He's very good.
He
good.
is very good.
Yeah.
All that said, thank you guys for all that you do and for fostering the great Frog Pants community. Love the show, though. Audie's awesome.
Yeah, he's cool.
So, yeah, a lot of houses get named in a lot of songs. I mean, there's Burning Down the House, there's House of the Rising Sun, there's Brick House. I'm going with this one because when you think of the Mary Jane Girls, there's only one song you think of related to the Mary Jane Girls, and that's a song called In My House. Don't you remember the Mary Jane Girls?
I do, barely.
Just
kind of.
This is sung by Eliza Doolittle. No, not the character from Breakfast at Tiffany. No, what was it? Not Eliza Doolittle was a character in.
Oh. I don't actually know that.
Eliza Doolittle. My Fair Lady. Thank you. Yes.
Oh.
Holly Golightly was Breakfast at Tiffany's. Do you remember the film? I think if I recall, we both kind of liked it. Anyway, My Fair Lady. Yes, Eliza Doolittle. She is a singer who goes by that name for the EMI Film and TV Covers 2010 album. She does her version of In My House by the Mary Jane Girls.
See you guys tomorrow.
Why are you still alive?
Damn it. See you guys tomorrow.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network.
Frog Pants Network.
Get more shows like this at frogpants.com.
This is my house.
That seemed like a good poll.
It was a perfect transition. Perfect.
Didn't mean to hit the